And welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Any Percent No Up+A tournament for 2018 Swiss round 5, and we've got a 1v1 and a 1v1, a four-way match as your afternoon matinee. My name is James. I go by JSR along with Random Effect. Random, how are you doing this afternoon, sir?
Doing very well. Yeah, we got a race between Green Mario and Scorpion Max, two and two players, and a match between Jazz Thief and Mad Bomber, and they are 1 and 3 each. This is Swiss round 5. We are going to be moving into the brackets after this, and we are off. And our players are going to be picking up their wooden sword, and I believe most of these players would be doing Jazz Thief. Actually, Jazz Thief and Mad Bomber are doing 3 first, and Green Mario is doing 3 first. Scorpion Max is doing 2 first. This is actually surprising to me.
Well, if you haven't seen, I kind of figured that Mad Bomber was going to do 3 first. He got me with that last week, where he was the only one that went 3 first, and he actually did very well. He's definitely been showing that he wants to learn the world record route first. He's a new player, and if he can just get his combat a little bit tightened up, learn not to take damage in some of the later rooms, he'll put up a very good time because he's got pretty good skills for a new runner.
Yeah, I'd seen Jazz Thief running the 3 first, and that's kind of who I expected. I don't think I've seen Green Mario run yet. I haven't been commentating on any of his matches. And neither of our runners on the 3 first route got the first bomb, so or none of our runners, not even neither were first to 2. So they all had to kill all the darkness to get the floor drop, as Scorpion Max, our lone 2 first runner, is into level 2.
Yeah, I find it a little ironic. Max being the runner with the best average time as of this point in the tournament, being the only one of the 4 to go 2 first. And I guess the takeaway from that is that the 2 first route can get you very competitive times. So for new runners, I would suggest don't necessarily jump into the 3 first route until you think you're ready.
Yeah, I've seen many people do a 2 first route consistently better than those that do the 3 first route. Even if their 3 first PB is better, it's just an easier route. No, Dr. Blue, he is in level 3 right now.
Now, I will say, though, all 3 of our 3 first runners here. You're right. We're having an issue here.
We're having an issue, yeah. So Green Mario and Jazz Thief are the same on our screen. Sorry about that.
Okay, I've got Green Mario's stream up. He is currently at Trolldango.
Okay.
And he's going to be leaving level 2 with 28 rupees and 8 bombs, so he's in good shape at about 236.
Okay, we will get that fixed on our end so that we see Green Mario in level 2. So sorry about that. We saw him, and we saw that on level 3 there. So yeah. The top 2 runners are doing 2 first, it looks like, and the bottom 2 runners are doing 3 first. That's good.
I like the pause strats Mad Bomber was using against Trollhandela, so I like it. Seeing the 3 first runners, knowing the importance of getting out of 3, not taking a death, and he was willing to use pause strats to ensure that he gets out of there alive. Nicely done.
Yeah, both of our runners out of level 3 on the bottom and making their way to level 4. Jazz Thief trying to maybe build a count or also get a heart back here. As Green Mario and Scorpion Max are doing a little bit of extra stuff to get their heart containers. It looks like Green Mario is going to be doing the red candle route because he is skipping some of the extra money, and Scorpion Max looks like he's picking up a lot of money, probably doing a blue ring route here.
Not a bad idea at all. The blue ring is going to give you extra defense later in the game, which will eliminate the need to potion or at least give you that backup just in case, as will this white sword we see Green Mario picking up. Because if you ask me, Random, the best defense is a good offense.
Yeah, that they're on this route that they're on. There's no reason not to pick up the white sword here. It just makes a lot of other levels easier, and it's right on your way. Like you literally go 20-ish seconds out of your way, and you will make up 20 seconds in combat for sure.
Oh, at least. Not to mention, with you're seeing Jazz Thief and Mad Bomber dealing with Troll Handler, dealing with this breakfast room here. They're going to have a Gleeok fight coming up with only 4 hearts and a wooden sword, which is going to take 16 hits for them to kill. But for Scorpion Max and Green Mario, it's going to take only 8, and they'll have more health. And in Max's case, he may even have a blue ring by then.
Yeah, and as we're seeing, both of our runners down pretty low on bombs, trying not to use too many. So you saw Mad Bomber taking quite a bit of time in the breakfast room just because he had to sword almost everything down. Jazz Thief, I think, made up a little time there, is actually pulling ahead because he could use a bit more bombs. He's down 1, but having 3 bombs leaving here is just enough. You need 2 more bombs to finish level 4, and you can use that last bomb to force if you get your count up high enough.
Both runners bopping into the bubble to reset their count, which means they know the importance here of building up a count. So it's good to see that. Also good to see how close they are, considering that this is the most advanced route you can run in this game, in this category. Seeing them both in the same screen simultaneously is really nice to see. It's exciting.
Yeah. Scorpion Max is picking up his white sword after he had kind of had to go out of his way for some 100 secrets and had a little bit of scrolling issues, but is going to join Green Mario in level 1, who is already picking up his bow. So I'd say a good minute lead right now for Green Mario over Scorpion Max.
Yeah, and as long as he can avoid taking deaths, then he really won't have any real problems maintaining that lead. It's going to come down to whether Max's gamble to get the blue ring will pay off, unless, of course, he's going for early bows or early arrows and early meat. But
yeah, I don't think so. I think he's going to do a blue ring. I mean, it just looked like he was doing a blue ring route. Yeah, look at these guys dancing around, doing the Gleeok dance.
Mad Bomber using beam strats to take care of Gleeok, and we have simultaneous, pretty much, level 4 Triforces.
As Green Mario is finishing off level 1 here in pretty good time.
Look at this sync. I love it. Oh, Jazz Thief misses the scroll.
Yeah, that scroll is tough. You're under a lot of pressure. Any screen that you have a Zora on that you have to screen scroll, it's very much under pressure, and you don't want to get hit too much. If you miss it, you can get bopped around by the Zora quite a bit. So he tried really quickly to get done. Gets a bomb drop. That's really huge, actually. Mad Bomber was down to 0 bombs. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that Bluey hooked him up there, and that's going to save him a lot of time and headaches, not only here in level 1, but going forward, he won't need to spend an extra key, and he'll be able to work a count to possibly give him bombs before level 5, so that's huge.
Yep. Scorpion Max picking up his bow in level 1, as we see Green Mario picking up the blue candle down near start. Now, this is a route, I guess, when I did this route, I can't remember buying the blue candle there. I don't think I did. I'm almost positive I didn't. So there's a few choices you can do with buying the blue candle. So Green Mario is obviously doing a blue candle to first green tunic route.
Yeah, interesting route here. And that's one of the cool things about 2 First is that there's so many different route variations and so many options runners have. With the 3 First, there's other options, but they don't make any sense. There's only about 4 or 5 different routes that you can run on a 3 First that, make it worth running a 3 First. But with 2 First, there's dozens of variants that the runners can have here.
Yeah. So we still have a very nice sync on the bottom half of the screen here between Jazz Thief and Mad Bomber picking up their bows, and they are literally half a second behind each other. Kind of crazy. As Green Mario is doing very nicely, using good bombs and going through very quickly with these dark nuts.
Yeah, really interesting to see. Both these races are very close. Green Mario and Scorpion Max both in the 2 and 2 brackets, and Jazz Thief and Mad Bomber both 1 and 3. Kind of a race for pride more than their chances to get into brackets, as 3 of the 4 runners mathematically eliminated from brackets, and the other one would have to put up a Lack Attack-esque effort, but still really good to see them improving and having good runs here.
Yeah, definitely. So Green Mario is going to kill these dark nuts for the static drop, get filled up to 8 bombs before Manhandla, and Scorpion Max is got all of them, all the money he needs. He's going to pick up the last 100 secret after level 3 here before level 4 to get his blue ring.
Jazz Thief had a little bit of trouble with one of those scrolls through the desert, but then nails the second one and retakes the lead from Mad Bomber, who walked the entire desert.
Yeah, and Green Mario had a little bit of a troll handle, but handled it very nicely to still get his bomb drop, leaving level 3.
So both Jazz Thief and Mad Bomber, with inadequate rupees for the classic 30-30 world record route, we'll probably see them go northeast to pick up this 100. And that pretty much confirms double hundo for both of those guys.
I love double hundo route.
It's really underrated, man. It's so much less stressful. Although it's not as optimally fast as the 30-30, if you do it right and you plan ahead with it, you can save so much time. It actually is only about 5 or 10 seconds slower than an optimal 30-30.
Yeah, and you get the arrows for, you're pretty much guaranteed the arrows in level 7. When you go through that river room. And yeah, like you said, if you plan ahead, it really doesn't lose you that much time. I pretty much, usually for me, like I can decide if I'm doing hundo at the beginning of level 4, maybe even after level 3. So you can decide pretty early. You're like, all right, is it worth it for me to go for the rupees, or should I just focus on bombs and speed?
As Max heading towards his troll handle, Green Mario headed towards his breakfast room. I totally agree with you, man. If I don't get the the lucky bomb in 3, then usually that means I'm going to be working a 10 count for bombs in 3, which means I'm not going to get a 5er, which means at that point, I'm almost in a race. I'm almost entirely committed to double hundo that early. Yeah. Like, we're talking a minute in.
Yeah, exactly. Mad Bomber having a bit of trouble with the screen scroll over to level 5, so Jazz Thief pulls ahead by maybe about 5 to 10 seconds now, as Green Mario is picking up his ladder from level 4.
Yeah, and Max had a troll handle. He was able to finish him off, but has the unlucky break of getting the last troll from Troll Handler, a 16 count and a fairy. So he's going to be leaving level 3 with only 2 bombs.
Yeah, that's not good, but he does have to go out of his way anyway to get a secret, so he does pick up a bomb pack right there, and he's got the white sword, so it makes it a little bit easier for combat throughout this stage. But he does get his bomb drop, and he's going to pick up his last 100 secret before buying the blue ring here.
Mad Bomber into the rumor requirement, and look at this! Clipping into the block and dropping a bomb, and takes out a couple of the dark nuts without taking any damage. Interesting strat there. You see the block clip a lot more in rando than you do in vanilla. It's kind of neat to see it in a vanilla race.
Yeah, he's still got 4, and he's going to keep his 2 bombs for Dig Dogger. I can agree with this play.
Ooh, Jazz Thief does a nice job forcing a bomb in his room requirement, and he has a really nice Olive Garden there. He's going to pull ahead, and he's going to get those breadsticks fresh, and Mad Bomber's going to have to get leftovers. Yeah,
that's really big. This is a room where you can literally lose 30 seconds, and it doesn't feel like it. It's weird. It's the weirdest room in the game because it's so kind of pressure on you, and you're doing things constantly that I think you just lose track of time, and then you get the recorder and you look down and you're like, holy hell, like how did I lose 25 seconds here? I don't understand. And that's basically what just happened there. Like it's a matter of bombing efficiently and doing it as quickly as possible.
So as we had a high five from our top 2 runners, the bottom 2 runners headed towards the back half of 5 with close to full health. They both have 2 bombs remaining. Can I just say, Random, I am very impressed with how Jazz Thief and Mad Bomber have handled their 3 first runs here.
Yeah, they're doing fantastic right now. They're keeping up with their counts. They're keeping up with their time. It's a great race on the bottom.
Mad Bomber gets a really bad Gibdo pattern there.
Yeah, he didn't kill the Gibdo on the way in, and he's still preserving an extra bomb to make sure that he might use 2 bombs. Oh, he's gonna. Ooh, okay. That was scary.
He gets a little lucky there. He
Sorry.
was a little late on his second bomb and drops it just in time to smoke that Dodongo as he turns. So very fortunate break for Mad Bomber.
That is not what I expected him to do. I was expecting him to use his 2 bombs on Dig Dogger and go towards level 2 with 0 bombs and just be, ultra safe on Dig Dogger. But now he's got extra bombs to play with. We see Jazz Thief using the double bomb strat. I love this strat. It's very, very safe, and it still saves you a menu.
That was a very impressive level 5 for Jazz Thief. Between the rumor requirement and his back half of 5, that was absolutely perfectly executed. Well done. And he pulls ahead, leaving 5.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be a good 20 to 25 seconds ahead here. I'd say about 25, maybe a little bit more, ahead of Mad Bomber on the bottom, as Green Mario is already into his world wrap and going to pick up his extra heart containers. And Scorpion Max is behind a little bit, but you never know what can happen in this game. He's behind because he had to go out of his way to get the blue ring. That's basically the only reason.
And speaking of blue ring, you get to see the benefits of it right there. Gleeok, don't scare me. I got the blue ring and the white sword. I'll just sit here and tank it. And he takes care of Gleeok like it's nothing. Jazz Thief pulling ahead with a very nice world wrap here. He'll be headed to level 2 next, where for the route that those two are on, is a very important route because it sets up level 7.
Yeah, level 2 is rich with bombs, usually. Usually, I have to put that clause in there. You normally can leave with a decent amount of bombs, and you really want at least 7 going into level 7. If not, 8 is your optimal. And usually on, I'd say 9 out of 10 runs, maybe even 8.5 out of 10 runs, you can leave level 2 with a full set of bombs.
Yeah, it would take a bad troll handler or bad bomb management for these runners to not have that opportunity. Oh, Jazz Thief misses Mad Bomber misses the screen scroll and has to go all the way back around the Lost Woods. Tough break.
That is rough, because that's about, 30, 40 seconds lost right there, just from going all the way back around. Maybe 30 seconds or so. Now he's got a bad pattern here and needs to get these guys out of the way. And they are not complying very well.
Yeah, that is one of the toughest screen scrolls in the game, and we mention it a lot. The top runners make that scroll look so easy, but it is not. If you mess it up, or you see what you just saw with Mad Bomber, you have to go all the way around, and meanwhile, you've got Lionel's just shooting stuff at you the whole time. And speaking of difficult rooms in the game, Green Mario made that room requirement look like cake.
Yeah, that was really quick.
Unfortunately, 0 bombs for Green Mario as it leaves, though. And with the route he's on, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, because remember, he does have a white sword, so that will help that he only has to do 4 hits on Dig Dogger if he needs to. He does have some Gibdo chances here. He did leave this pack of bombs, though.
Okay, I didn't know if he'd left that or not, so that's going to save him a little bit there. And we see Scorpion Max picking up the first potion of these 4 runners. So he's going to have that in his pocket, which you see Mario's down to 5 hearts here. So Mario's gonna have to be careful because if he takes a death, then Max's blue ring gamble pays dividends and then some.
Yeah. But he's going to fill up on his bombs because remember, these guys on the top screen are going to level 7 next. They want as many bombs as possible. Green Mario is still down a bomb technically if he uses a bomb on Dig Dogger. So we'll see if he decides to use a bomb. Down to 3 hearts now with only Green Tunic. He might decide it's better to use at least one bomb here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I imagine we'll definitely see that, especially if he takes a bop here in these Gibdos or these. Oh no!
Man.
Commentator's curse.
So now I'd even consider using 2 bombs.
Yeah, I totally agree.
He doesn't have any extra to buy, but he can get bombs in level 7. I would not chance this because if he dies here, it's like a minute 15-second time loss, and yeah, he's just gonna do the double bomb strat. That's exactly what I would do. Take no chances.
Unfortunate break for Green Mario, taking a few bops on the back half of 5 there, but able to survive, which is more important. You can waste time getting bombs in 7. Sure, it's a time loss, but it's not as big a time loss as dying to Dig Dogger.
Yeah, it ain't a minute 15-second time loss at that.
Speaking of low health, luckily for Max, he gets a sweet Merciful Fairy there, but his room requirement did not start very well. He's kind of recovered nicely though.
And he uses his last bomb, but I think he's got his bomb pack waiting for him as well. And he's in a better spot to take all these bops. He does have a potion too, mind you. So he must have picked that up on the coast, but he's taking a lot of damage here. Each one of these bops does 1 heart. He's down to 2, and he needs to hit these guys 4 times each.
He's just getting the trolliest pattern from that blue dark nut, but he finally finishes them off as Jazz Thief heads into level 7 with 30 rupees.
Not switching to arrows, which is very interesting. That's one of the benefits of the double hunter secret route is you have all these arrows to use in this room, and decides not to switch to arrows there.
Yeah, you know, it's possible he doesn't think about to use that. That's a strat that you don't necessarily think about unless you've seen enough runs of this game. You'll see the top runners do that. Sometimes they'll use bomb strats. I know Lack Attack uses bomb strats and have room forces on that, but it's really a strat you might not consider unless you've seen other runners do it.
Yeah, but he is through the grumbles and still has a sizable lead now on Mad Bomber. As Mad Bomber is going to join him in level 7 as quickly as he can. Gets a nice Jazz Thief gets a nice fairy to fill back up to full health. Green Mario is into level 7 over Scorpion Max. Scorpion Max is in the back end, does have bombs, but not as many bombs as he would like. So he is going to be probably getting bombs in level 7 because he don't think he has the money to buy bombs before level 7.
It's one of the downsides to getting the blue ring is that with all the extra travel that Max had to do to get the money for the blue ring, it leaves him very little for arrows and pretty much none to buy bombs. So he's, yeah, like you were saying, Random, he's going to have to probably clear one of these rooms that Green Mario can skip.
Yeah, and he doesn't really need to go arrows because he has the white sword. So the white sword and the arrows do the same amount of damage. So he doesn't need to switch to arrows or worry about arrow strats in level 7.
Jazz Thief almost got Laced there, switches to arrows, and then almost got Laced again, but he's able to make it through, does not get wall mastered, and is through. That was close. That first one nearly had him.
Yep. But Jazz Thief is finishing off level 7 here, decides to hang on to his 1 bomb, because you want that 1 bomb to go through level 6. There is a Gleeok of Shame that you do not want to do, so holding on to that 1 bomb is going to keep him on his route that he wants to do. Green Mario is killing all of the Gorilla in that room there to get an extra bomb drop.
Yeah, the good news is he got those bombs, which he needed. The bad news is he took a ton of damage, and with no potion and green tunic, and he gets 0 health drops from that Dig Dogger. He's going to have to be extra careful here. every bop he takes could put Max back in the lead.
Yeah, he's got one more room to really worry about. And this isn't really it. And he might even get a heart here. He does not. So 2 bops in this next room and he is done. Or 1 bop and then 1 bop from Aquamenus and he's done.
Gonna have to really take his time here. He takes a bop. Oh, be careful, Green Mario.
Oh, lordy.
Oh, no. Oh, Aquamenus. Don't do it. Don't do it. You gotta be careful. Oh,
That
no.
You gotta be careful there. If he would have planted a bomb and then hit, oh my gosh, that is very, very, very painful. Because he has to go all through level 7 again. That's about a minute and a half time loss. And now Scorpion Max and Green Mario are basically entering level 7 very similarly.
Yeah, and remember, Scorpion Max has the blue ring and full health, whereas Green Mario has a heart and a half and no potion, no blue ring. So he's gonna have to do this all over again with low health. This could be the turning point in their race. Yeah, he takes another bop.
We got a race on the top now. One heart and a lot of things in this dungeon do 1 heart of damage just like that.
Oh, that's a shame. He's gonna have to really consider going out and refilling his health. But he is not going to.
Yeah, there is a fairy fountain that's just over the way, which wouldn't be a bad option, but otherwise you got to be very careful moving through here. Already taken a heart of damage. This is where pause strats can really help you too. The select button does pause in the vanilla game here, and sometimes just using that and wasting 1 second here will save you minutes later.
So as meanwhile, Jazz Thief getting through level 6 pretty quickly. Mad Bomber is hot on his heels, and we have an update from Gary and our broadcaster. Mad Bomber's on PvP pace random.
Nice. And the top runners are now in the same room.
Biggest difference is that, Green Mario's still down to a heart. He's gonna have to be careful. Oh, this room is gonna be hard. Nope.
Yeah, level 7 is no joke. This is basically like low percent right now. And level 7 on low percent is awful.
Oh no, this is the same thing we saw. I believe it was Mad Bomber in one of his early races in this tournament. He got stuck in this same loop that Green Mario stuck in. If you don't have the potion in your pocket, a lot of times a runner will get salty after a death in 7, and rather than taking the 20 or 30 seconds to leave and go refill their health, they keep it. Ooh, Max almost got Lisa too.
Woo! Yeah, this is one of those things of like, oh, and he gets the clock drop. Has to leave.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is one of those things where you have to kind of judge, and it's hard to judge that because you might be behind now. I think if I was Green Mario, knowing how far ahead you were of Max, he could have left the first time he died, filled up his health, and come back, and he would be in the lead still, I feel.
This is the room he died in earlier. He's going to have to be careful here. A single bop will finish him off yet again. Did he use pause strats there?
I'm getting freezes on the mixer, sorry. It's not a pause strat.
All 4 runners simultaneously using.
It looked kind of like a pause strat for a second.
Oh!
So I don't know if our mainstream is getting these this lag here, but unfortunately we're gonna do our best here on the other end to get the lag.
Oh no, Green Mario, no! I'm watching on the mainstream, and Green Mario took a death right before Aquamenus. He's gonna have to do it all over again. This is unfortunate.
Yep, and he's still charging right back in because Max is now out of level 7, and this right here, can be the benefit of that blue ring pickup. It's when something like this happens.
Scorpion Max is now firmly in the driver's seat. Green Mario going back in with only 2 hearts. Meanwhile, Jazz Thief picks up a potion using the, I believe it's the, is that the Redbird Grad strat, or is that the Four Eye Steven strat where you pick up the potion? Oh, Green Mario.
No idea who did it first. But other importantly, Jazz Thief is only at 4 bombs going into level 8. That's fine to complete level 8, but not really where you want to be sitting. So he didn't get the bomb drops he wanted in level 6. Mad Bomber is going to be joining him in level 8 here. Let's see if he picks up a potion. He looks like he's going to level 2, so I don't think he's picking up his potion now. Yeah, he's just going to join him in level 2.
Interesting play by Mad Bomber, knowing he's on PB pace, knowing that if he doesn't get the potion, he'll make up some time on Jazz Thief. It's a risky play, and you'll see why here. Jazz Thief into this first Blue Lagoon. Each of these Blue Dark Nuts does 2 hearts of damage with Green Tunic. So
he's getting some nice health drops, though.
Mad Bomber is going to have to be very careful. He's doing this with no backup, so any bad room will cost him precious time here. Meanwhile, Green Mario finally getting some health drops. He's got 6.5 hearts, so hopefully this is the run right here. And then Commentator's Curse immediately takes 3 bops from Gria's.
Oof. Alright, so Jazz Thief is into the second Blue Lagoon. Still getting some decent health drops, honestly. And has finished it off very nicely. Mad Bomber hot on his heels, though. With that potion pickup allowed Mad Bomber to gain some ground.
And Mad Bomber didn't have a bad Blue Lagoon, but he had bad RNG. That's his first heart drop of level 8 right there, and it wasn't even off of a Blue Dark Nut.
And Jazz Thief, we see him clearing this room for the static bomb drop, taking a few bubble bops. This is allowing more time, but he needs these bombs. Or he needs bombs before he goes into level 9, and this is one of the packs that he could pick up.
So can we get a couple PogChamps in chat? Green Mario finally puts this level 7 behind him, as Scorpion Max has a full level 6 lead over him, plus Magical Sword, so he's got some work cut out for him, but he finally gets level 7 behind him. Jazz Thief at 31:15 picks up his 8th Triforce. He's headed to level 9 random with a potion in his pocket.
Nice. So yeah, we'll have to see if Mad Bomber decides to go for a potion, knowing where he is, knowing that your opponent already has a potion. It's going to be interesting his choice here, how comfortable he feels with level 9.
I will just say real quick, Mad Bomber is crushing his PB pace, by the way, folks. If he can survive level 9 potionless, or even if he decides to go get the potion, I mean, he is crushing his PB right now.
Ooh, unfortunately goes to level 3. A bit of a mistoot there.
Yeah, I like that, a mistoot. I like that.
Mistoot, yeah. And he is going to go get his potion.
I mean, I agree with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to look at your PB more than the race at this point. I mean, if you go into 9 without a potion here, I mean, yeah, you might catch up to Jazz Thief, but especially if he's watching the restream, you might feel some pressure to try to go faster than he's probably capable of, and that could cost him not only the race, but a PB as well.
Yeah.
Poor Max is having trouble with these Blue Dark Nuts, man. They are just not cooperating.
Yeah, and he's got a little bit of health. He's doing his best to avoid the damage from the Blue Dark Nuts, taking the Fireball Bops, which only do half a heart.
Oh, Green Mario! I think he got red whiz-robed.
Oh, man. Down to 5 hearts now, going through the back half of 6. He's got to be a little careful.
Oh,
taking more bops.
Yeah, this is not good.
4 hearts. Any two blues or 1 red picks up a heart. Using bomb strats.
Oh, be careful.
Down to 2 hearts.
Room. If he can just make it through this room, he'll be fine, even if he dies.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Max had a nice Gleeok fight as Jazz Thief, the first into a required Whiz-Robe room in 9.
Yep. And he's on the green tunic strats, but does have that potion in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Taking it easy. Staying on the half tiles. He knows.
And we saw that earlier. It didn't cost Raikou Rider his race, but it almost did, where he died in 9 with a potion in his pocket. That is the #1 rule I'll tell runners. If you've got that potion in your pocket, do not die with it in your pocket. Otherwise, you might as well not even have it.
Yep, Jazz Thief working up a count here, trying to get a bomb drop, I think. And there it is.
Well
so
done.
He's got enough bombs to go through the rest of level 9 fairly comfortably. Mad Bomber is deciding, I'm going to kill this Patra here to get the static bomb drop. Takes a bop, though, but he does have that potion, too.
Green Mario headed to level 8. His opponent Max heading to 9 with the blue ring and a potion in his pocket and 5 bombs. He'd probably like some more, but he's in great shape.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Max clear out Patra 1 for the bomb as well that we just saw Mad Bomber do. Mad Bomber doing some nice center strats in here.
I am, again, I'm going to say this again. I am so impressed with how much these runners have improved during the course of this tournament. Make sure you guys follow all 4 of these runners who have just given us a great race this afternoon. Green Mario, Scorpion Max, Jazz Thief 81, and Mad Bomber XX. They are doing very well this afternoon.
Yeah, and Jazz Thief got a bomb drop in reverse C, could use even more bombs, and clears it out rather nicely. And he has the 2 bombs he needs to complete level 9 plus 1.
Now, I don't know if we saw Green Mario pick up a potion, but he's playing very aggressively in 8 here. With his deaths in 7 and his close call in 6, I'm not sure if I would have gone potionless. I'm not sure if he did or not.
I don't recall seeing him pick up a potion, so...
Max also clearing Patra 1 and gets his static bomb as well. Yep. And reverse C time for Mad Bomber.
Green Mario is getting some nice health drops on level 7 that he needed.
Mad Bomber, no!
What just happened? Oh, he used an extra bomb.
And he's on PB pace. This could kill his run.
He's down to 2.5 hearts. He's got his potion, but now he needs a bomb drop.
Oh, this is rough. What a bad break for Mad Bomber. Jazz Thief into the next room with health, with a potion, with his extra bomb if he chooses to use it.
Oh my god, use your potion.
I was about to say, dude.
Look at the screenshot right here. Full clench in the chat. Oh my lord.
And I think Mad Bomber has just realized his predicament. He knows now. He's got to get a bomb, so he's got to either force one or he's going to have to clear some enemies and get a count. I don't know what he's going to do here. What would you do, Random?
I'd honestly try to get a count. You got Keys, you've got likes, and then so you've got these Keys, you've got likes in the next room that you could kill, and then you have a red Wizrobe in the final room after that's just gonna sit there. So he is trying to just go through these likes. I think he's just going for luck here.
Oh, this is bad news for Mad Bomber. Takes a few bops, loses his count, and with only 1 bomb, what this means is that he's only going to have a few chances at a bomb, so he's going to have to either manage his global or just shoot for the moon and hope he gets lucky, as we have a Ganon fight on Jazz Thief's side.
Yeah, and he's building up a count in this room. This is not the room you want to build up a count in. And
Jazz Thief, nice! Nice Ganon fight there. And ladies and gentlemen, get your GGs out in chat for our winner in Jazz Thief versus Mad Bomber.
And Mad Bomber just took a bop, so he needs a bomb drop in this room or the next room now.
His opponent with an official time of 38:19, and Mad Bomber takes a death.
That's unfortunate. Did Mad Bomber clear out the Patra?
I don't I think he did actually, and I think he knows that with one potion in his pocket still, he's wondering if he should leave and re-clear the rooms, or
I think
he's gonna.
I think he's just gonna leave and go kill these blue Lionels outside for a bomb.
Meanwhile, Max will be the next one, barring a disaster, to reach Ganon as he gets through the next room. Still has a few health, and I believe he has a potion still in his pocket, so he's in good shape here.
Yeah, I don't recall if he used one. Did he use one potion?
I can't remember if he did or not, to be perfectly honest. I know he had a potion in his pocket.
I don't think.
remember.
Yeah, I don't think he has. I think I was thinking Jazz Thief had done it. I haven't seen him use a potion, but I haven't. Honestly, I was looking at other screens. But I think he at least has one more potion. And remember, he still has that blue ring.
Ooh, Patrick 3 is not being kind to Max at all. Goes left, left, and more left, and he takes 3 hearts of damage. He's going to drink his last potion here.
Oof. And he still has a lot of Patra to deal with. So, got to be careful. You don't want to go too far down. Green Mario taking a lot of damage in the first Wizro Broom.
As we see Max finishing off Patrick 3, we are joined by our winner, Jazz Thief 81, and we'll get to your run in just a moment as we have another Ganon fight. Ooh, takes a Ganon hug, but he got him with one hit. He's going to play the safety strats here.
Yeah, this bottom corner is usually safe. He's got 3 hits, just need one more. There it is.
And we've got Bacon.
Yep.
Your winner in the top match between Green Mario and Scorpion Max is Scorpion Max with an official SRL time of 40 minutes and 47 seconds. Get your GGs out in chat, folks.
Yeah, very good race by Max there. You know, and that just shows the power of that blue ring sometimes. Even if it does cost you a minute to go out and get it, we saw that it saves a lot of time if things go awry.
As Mad Bomber returns to the area where he ran out of bombs, and just an unfortunate circumstance that we'll get to when he comes in for his post-race chat, and Green Mario picking up his silver arrows, we welcome Jazz Thief 81, the winner of our first match. GG, sir. How are you feeling?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling quite well. That was quite a solid race for me. Yeah, it was quite uneventful in a good way. Like, not a lot went wrong. So yeah, I can't be more happy.
Yeah, it was a very, very solid run, and you and your opponent nearly synced all the way up until level 6, where you had a very good level 7, level 6 combo, where you were able to pull away a bit, and because of that, you had a decent lead in 9, and just a really, really solid run throughout.
Yeah, I think throughout the run, I was never more than like half a minute from my PB until about level 8 or 9. Yeah, I had a bit of a slip up on the way to level 9, where I went to get the potion before level 8. I think credits to 4-Eye Steven, which I stole that strat from. But yeah, then I messed up the whistle, and yeah, I had to walk back and forth a bit to reset the whistle, to reset the tornado, and yeah, I lost a bit of time there. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it went quite well.
Yeah, we got Mad Bomber here into the Ganon fight. No more potions, 4 hearts, green tunic. Scary fight. Really scary. Gets the last hit with 1 heart left.
Oh, wow. Get your GGs in chat. That was clench.
Wow.
Congratulations to Mad Bomber finishing that race.
Hey guys.
With an official SRL time of 43:18. Well done.
Yes. And we are joined by Mad Bomber in the Discord chat here. GG. My God. Full clench at the end. What are you doing to us?
Yeah, I knew it was close because I felt I was on a really good run, and I knew Jazz, his PB was pretty close to my recent one, and I knew I had to pull off a perfect run.
Yeah, and it was a very, very good run for you. There was only really two major mistakes that really kind of cost you the race and the PB. And if I remember right, sorry, we had 4 racers going, but you missed the screen scroll in the Lost Woods, I believe, going towards the World Wrap. Is that correct?
Yeah, my TV that I'm using currently has bent edges, so I lose about 1/8 of my screen, so it's all black area, so I have to guess just right on that.
Yeah. And then James had seen, I was looking away for a second, but had seen the extra bomb use in the reverse C. Can you tell us about that?
I panicked, I hit both buttons at the same time.
Yeah. It's really difficult not to do that sometimes.
And it happens to all of us. I mean, that's kind of like a christening for new Zelda runners. Is the first time you lose a PB in the reverse C using too many bombs. So I mean, welcome.
A Green Mario, unfortunately, taking a death in level 9. I believe he has his silver arrows, though. I'm pretty sure he does. So that was in the Wizrobe trap room. Back to 3 hearts, though, has to make the long trek and still go through, I think, 2 rooms of Wizrobes.
Yeah, that's kind of been the story of Green Mario's run, unfortunately, is just really solid play, but then he'll take a death like he did in 7, and just, unfortunately, just unable to get back on that horse. So hopefully he can get through this 9, as we are joined here by our racers. So that death in 9, was that intentional, or were you trying to get bombs?
No, I didn't die on purpose. I was trying to form bombs in that last room, and I just was trying to get one off the forced bomb, and I walked down too far.
Another death here for Green Mario, and we're seeing him sit on the title screen, and unfortunately is going to officially forfeit his race. So just unfortunate, but GG's for Green Mario and a solid, valiant effort.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate. Deaths in 7 and 9 are like 7, 8, and 9 are some of the dungeons you do not want to take deaths in, and it just makes it very, very difficult to press forward because it's so long or arduous to go back through. And unfortunately, the deaths in 7 and the deaths in 9 sometimes take their toll, both mentally and physically. So it was a good game for Green Mario. Max is not going to join us for an interview, but very good run, a very solid, clean blue ring run, and it paid off. Maybe slow and steady sometimes does win the race.
So we'll see if we can get Green Mario in here to talk about his run. Really good pace up until level 7. Just level 7, the big decider in his run really cost him the most time.
Yeah, but on the bottom, like you said, it was neck and neck for the first half of that race, and then it was the World Wrap and the latter half. Just Jazz Thief had a bit cleaner of a run all the way through to pull off that nice victory at the end.
So yeah, make sure everyone gives these runners a follow. They had a great day today as well as a great tournament, and I want to ask both of you guys, since Max is not in here, and I hope if Max is watching, hopefully he hears this as well. So your experiences in the tournament, I hope were positive, and I hope you guys had good time participating in the tournament and getting the rundown and learning the game and whatnot. I think Jazz already ran it beforehand. I'm not sure about you, Mad Bomber, but I hope you guys are going to consider continuing to run the game. Do you guys have any plans to do so?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I started running the game seriously about 2 months ago. And yeah, this tournament has been great, like a good motivation to practice. And yeah, also a big shout out to the organizers, the restreamers, the commentators. You all did a great job. Can't wait for another one of these events. It's been great.
Yeah, indeed, and hopefully we don't have to wait 2 years next time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I definitely plan on running this more. I have a personal goal. I want a sub 35, and I'm going to go right down the line. I'm trying to get into the sub 30 bracket. I know it's going to take me a while, but Yeah, after the randomizer races, it brought me back into playing Zelda again, and coming from them to this, it was a definitely change. And then midway through the Swiss rounds, I decided to switch to the 3 first route, and I just stuck with it.
Yeah, we've definitely seen it in your gameplay, man. Just from week 1 to now, how much you've improved. And, you're talking to 2 people who set that exact same goal, and it took us both a while to get there. But if we can do it, anyone can. And I definitely wish you the best of luck in that endeavor.
Thank you, JSR. Like I said, I just PB'd sub 40 early this morning at 5 a.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, if you put in the effort, I think you'll be very surprised at how quickly your time can come down. It's just when you start getting into the 32 and the 33 range, it's a grind. That's when it becomes a really big grind, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot to shave 20 seconds, to shave 30 seconds, to shave 20 more seconds. It's all the small things at that point. Because I think really, if you're a runner who can get a sub 32, you can get a sub 30. You can do it. It just takes time.
My biggest problem right now I'm having is my whistling. I gotta work on that. I keep on screwing it up a lot, as you guys see today.
It's all that muscle memory, and it'll come. It'll come.
Random, I got an announcement to make.
Oh baby, what you got for me?
We've got another race on the schedule.
Oh my.
Oh my. At 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and no restreamer as of yet because this isn't even official yet, but it's going to be official in about 30 seconds. The last match to be scheduled for Swiss Round 5 as far as being scheduled, and it has huge implications. Huge implications. Would you like to take a guess on who these 2 racers are, sir?
Are the initials DW and CS?
I think you got it.
Oh baby, we got the Darkwing Duck and the Crystal Saver matchup going to be on the books 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Check the schedule. One of us will pick that race up. That is going to be a race to watch.
Absolutely. The winner will be 4-1 and guaranteed into the brackets, and the loser, unless they kind of lay a stinker, should be able to get in with a wild card. So huge bracket implications with a lot of different runners' futures on the line here. And then not long after that, we've got one more 4-way race for you guys. Again, with bracket implications, we're going to have Amo 22 taking on Southern Pretzel and Silverfire taking on Dig Shake. Amo and Southern Pretzel both 2-2. Amo is currently sitting on the bubble for the wild card. Southern Pretzel isn't mathematically eliminated just yet, but he's got to put up a Herculean effort to get in. But he could play the role of spoiler here. So some really hype matches, and that 4-way match will be at 10 p.m. Eastern on Speed Game.
Nice.
So we're getting close to the end here, Random.
Brings a tear to my eye.
So definitely, it has. It's been a grind, especially for us admins, but it's been a lot of fun to watch, and I just have had a blast. And I want to thank Garion, Old Wolf. Make sure you guys follow him as well. He has been a lifesaver during this tournament, picking up matches for us and helping us get all of these deserving runners their shine here during the tournament, and we hope he'll help us out during the brackets as well. So make sure you guys give him a follow, and also my co-commentator, Random.
Yeah,
this has been fun, man.
It has been very fun, and I'm trying to go back up into the PB brag here. When Rick was posting, we were talking about all the guys that are posting up new times and bringing all the PBs that have happened basically since the tournament was announced. I believe there's been like 45, maybe 46 runners that have PB'd during the tournament. That's incredible. That's literally a third of the leaderboard has PB'd in the last 2-3 months.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you PB during this tournament?
I did. Didn't you PB during this tournament?
I did. It's funny how that works.
All the PBs all around, yeah. Just looking at the post here, it's been absolutely insane to see the leaderboard just kind of blow up, not only in terms of size, but just in terms of times dropping. It's been incredible, and it's one of the best reasons to run a tournament.
Absolutely, and I definitely just enjoy seeing not only the new faces, but the older ones improving. We've got 2 new sub-30s, a ton of new sub-40s, and there's going to be more tournaments. It's an unstoppable beast, and that's the beautiful thing about this game. Is as much of a pain in the butt this game is to speedrun, it is a beautiful game to speedrun. And you'll hear a Zelda 1 runner joke about how much they hate this game, but let's be real, we all love it, and we know it.
Yeah, this is just one of the most rewarding speedruns that you can do. It's such a pain at all the times, except for that time that it's not. And everything just comes together, and it's beautiful, and it's just incredible as a speedrun to get to that point, because I've said it before, and I'm sorry to take a little bit of time out here because we're nearing the end, and I can get my opinions in right now.
Hey, we're waxing poetic. Do it, brother.
So you all know kind of who the top NES runners are, right? Just in general, like you look at top NES runners of tons and tons of games on the NES. They don't have most of them do not have a great time in Zelda. Most of them do not. And that says something about this game. It says something about the dedication that it takes in this game to get to that top status. It's a challenging run, but very, very rewarding. And you got to put in lots of effort to get lots of reward.
It's definitely not a free speed run. It's easy to learn it, but it is very difficult to master. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I speedrun a number of games. Random, you speedrun a number of games, and we can take another runner as a good example of the exact same scenario, and that's Arcus, who just recently PB'd, got his sub 30.
And look at what Arcus had to do.
Exactly. I mean, I've learned a lot of games in an afternoon. I've learned a lot of games in a matter of days. I learned Link's Awakening from blind to running the game in just a few days. The Legend of Zelda, I learned it mostly off just my childhood memories and stuff like that, and got pretty good at the game. But for me to get my time to what I would consider a competitive level took months. Months of practice, months of grinding, months of losing runs on PB pace in 5 and 8 and 9 and 6, just dumb mistakes and bad luck. But like Random said,
you use your last bomb in the reverse C. It happens to everyone.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. Just rub it in on me.
We're just poking fun because I've literally done that. I've done it, and I've lost a PB to it.
When my PB was 31:22, and I was stuck behind Math Guy, and I could not PB for my life. That was like the first plateau I hit. And I was doing a run, and I had a bunch of the Zelda 1 guys in my chat. Like Jam was in there, Yunos was in there. A lot of people were in there cheering me on. And I was on a 29:30 pace. Like I was a minute 50 ahead of my PB going into 9. And I used an extra bomb in reverse C. It happens to all of us, and it's never going to get easier when you make that mistake. It's never less heartbreaking. The bottom line is the game's going to do it to you. Just shake it off. There's always the next run. It may take you 100 attempts to get back there, but there's always the next run.
Indeed.
I'm only at 577 attempts right now, so I got plenty of time to learn.
Yeah, I think it took James and I both over 5,000 to get the sub 30.
Yeah, and
so,
until you get to around Lack Attack's 10,000, or I think Cantaloupe Me has a few attempts in this game.
Yeah, maybe just a few. He's played this once or twice.
I definitely want to thank you all. I feel bad for Gary, and we're taking up all his afternoon just waxing poetic about the Legend of Zelda. So I think that'll probably do it for us here. But I want to thank our 4 runners tonight, Gary and Old Wolf. Make sure you guys give them a follow, as well as my co-commentator, Random Effect. My name's James. I go by JSR. I want to thank you all for watching tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Darkwing Duck vs. Saber. Check the schedule and see where that race will be held. In the meantime, have yourselves a great afternoon, everyone.
Take care.
Take it easy, guys, and GG.